Welcome back to Adult Play Therapy Uncensored. I'm your host, the real John 20.
Candy Kaylin.
Jerry Prater.
Today we are back, episode 4. This is the 2016 wrap-up. Thank you guys for giving us your attention. But right now, on to today's candy.
Starting with the wrap-up, we have a new president.
New
the
president.
Obamas are enjoying vacation with their thighs out. The first lady had on her swimsuit.
Oh, wonderful.
And now we have 45. Donald Trump is his name, but I'll refer to him as 45.
Yeah.
As our newest president of the United States. So
45.
I ain't vote for neither one of them motherfuckers.
Hey, you know something? I wasn't going to vote, but I did go vote because I was hoping that Hillary would win. But I'm going to tell you like this, she didn't. I knew she wasn't going to.
Yeah.
I already know the makeup and the complexity that, you know, the United States of America has, you know, the dynamics, and it's just, it's not a place for a woman quite yet. We will hopefully eventually get one, just I just knew right now wasn't the time. So we got the Trump.
I mean, yeah. I just don't really have anything to say about 45. Like, you said you didn't vote.
No, I didn't
we had that conversation.
Right.
I voted for Hillary. I was with her over there. I mean, because, again, she was qualified. For me, I guess that's the biggest issue. When you look at the president of the United States, you want someone who's qualified. And to me, it's telling kids, it's telling the rest of us, don't do anything. Like, why did we go to high school? Why did we go to college? Like, you need to be qualified to be the president. And I think that's my biggest thing. Like, not being qualified, the drama,
Right.
you know, the morals. We're going to make America great again. Well, America stands on the back of the Bible and religious beliefs. And, you know, it's just so many things that just make him not qualified to be the president.
I agree with that. I mean, and honestly, I just didn't feel like this was the year I needed to pick my poison out of who were the two worst candidates, in my opinion. Yeah, because, you know, at least he's blatantly, you know, an asshole. You know, Hillary, she, you know, said all the right things. She, you know, pandered the right way and everything. But
she did a bunch of things that were wrong too.
I agree
that
with
kind of pointed out. And I don't even think she did big things that were wrong. She just did little things.
I think she did political things. I think she did what, I think we got so used to having a president in office that was pretty much squeaky clean, because let's be real, we wouldn't have voted for him.
Right.
We wouldn't have voted for an African American president. Black people wouldn't have voted for someone who had 3 baby mamas.
Right.
And ex-wife the place for playboy. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
We tend to hold people that are running in power of position a little bit higher standing. So we didn't want Herman Cain. Remember him?
Yeah.
We would have held. So now I feel like Hillary did things wrong politically, but politicians do things wrong politically.
Yeah.
He did things, as you said, we know who he is. We know he's going to say what he wants to say. He's going to be disrespectful to women, to special needs people.
Very disrespectful.
We're building a wall. Yeah, immigrants, just total disregard for people. So,
but to look at it like this, that's the gender issue that we're dealing with. You know, I mean, and when I say gender, ethnicity, all of that. If it was a black man, he would have lost.
absolutely.
Okay? We see now, man versus woman, she couldn't have said the same things or done the same things that Trump
She
did.
could have had another baby
She would
daddy.
have lost. She could have had that. So we see how it is.
Outside
the
child.
greater good, or should I say the greater evil, won. He prevailed.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, you know, when it comes down to it, even with Hillary Clinton, back in the day when the Clinton administration was in office, you know, she put a lot of things in place as far as the 3-strike rule, mandatory minimums, and even, you know, designating some young African Americans as super predators.
Right.
If they had a single felony on their record. And I don't agree with that, you know, and
Right.
I would suggest everybody go out and watch the 13th.
I did, and so I guess that's where we grow and evolve. And I give her that because she has said, and so has Bill Clinton, they were wrong.
Right.
You're in a political arena where we don't even realize that our House of Representatives, our congressional leaders don't even write these bills.
Right.
So you're getting bills across your desk that you really didn't read, but because you're liberal, but you do serve some conservative values, you're saying to yourself, well, why should I give him a job? He keeps reoffending. So, you know, do I agree necessarily with the 3-strike minimum? Yes and no. Where I said as an African American woman, because how many times are we going to give you the opportunity to do the same things?
Right.
So I feel like she's come back and she's kind of attempted to clean that up, and I do believe she sees things differently because she's better educated now. She's grown politically.
Mm-hmm.
She understands that you need America to vote for you in order to win.
But ultimately, she lost.
She lost.
She lost.
And that's
She lost.
And
She
even,
caught the
and even going back to some of her character issues for me, you know, I did some research and back when she was an attorney, she represented one of the a child rapist.
Yeah, she did.
Won the case, and then later on came back and said that she knew he was guilty.
Right.
So character issues like that, I can't. I don't want to.
But you're an attorney
So what do you think?
and a politician.
Can she come back? Is she gonna come back?
She's old.
She shouldn't come back.
She
She should
shouldn't.
maybe hand it down to maybe one of her contemporaries or somebody younger in her camp. But
Everybody needs to reposition their parties.
Yeah, I think
politically.
that's exactly what I was about to say. I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth. I think what we need to do, we need to go back and we need to start trying to develop new candidates. Notice I said develop, meaning start right now. Look and see who's doing what in society, in the world. Let's start cleaning people up. Let's start getting them out there and put them in line. Because what we got this year is horrible.
Because locally, that's where the voting and everything starts. When you vote for the senator, when you vote for the governor, they then can work themselves up to being president.
That's
so
it.
Voting locally, I'm all for it, but
yeah, we need to start reconditioning some new cats. I'm
2017.
available, I'm just letting you know. 46, 47. Hey.
I vote for him, 'cause I gotta choose out of shit or manure. I ain't voting, man. No, I'm talking about the candidates that we
You
had.
said you do this again, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so what else we got on there? On the 2016. Yeah, we got a bunch of breakups. We had the T.I. breakup. We had
well, she filed for divorce.
Brad Pitt.
But they had
Rob Kardashian.
They
a rough year for men. What you think?
No.
But none of them I was really surprised about though.
Yeah, because you kind of like
Rob, I saw that coming when they got together.
I did too. Yeah, I knew it was a setup.
Come on now.
Well,
Why China?
Yeah,
I mean, she made him. She doesn't lose weight.
She got a baby by your sister. Wait a minute. She got a baby by your
sister's boyfriend.
Come on.
But that was before they got together.
Baby by your brother-in-law.
All right.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean,
Brad Pitt. All I can say is the same way you get him, same way you're gonna lose him, Angelina Jolie. Everybody knows Jennifer Aniston.
yeah.
But when she kind of came in and swooped
But you
in,
know, for my initial reading,
Mrs.
Brad was also there seems to be some verbal issues and physical possibly that were taking place with the kids. So that may have been a lot of that may have been going on. But Angelina Jolie looks like the type that kind of like, okay, you want to play this game? I can play this game too. But I think more so the issues with her kids became the greater issue for her as a wife and mother.
I know in hearing and reading back in the day, she had damage. She was damaged issue-wise as family, you know, with her father and stuff like that. So I think that kind of played a role. You know, when you have certain baggage like that, then you either grow to be a better person when it comes to kids, or you, how should I put it, you adopt the same behavior of that parent. And that's a possibility. Maybe she was, you know, she felt like Brad was maybe neglecting them in a fashion that.
Well, he was. There were stories that said basically he had been spotted yelling at the kids. He had a face-to-face run-in with.
Do you have a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with that. Kids, they need to ask.
I don't have a problem with that.
You know,
my son's 6 months old. And if he, you know, does something, if he try to bite me, I'm like, hey, stop.
But it's the way, I guess as a woman, like, I don't have kids yet, but I'm a mama bear, period. Like, so if you're in my circle, like, my supervisor told me that she was like, you will devour people. If you come for my young, I'm coming for you. So if you are,
big mama whoop that ass.
it depends on how you're handling my. I feel like parents should I got whoopings every once in a while, but I'm one of those kids that don't like to be yelled at. So if you're being verbally abusive, we're gonna have a problem. If you, it's one thing to discipline each other. Hey, stop that. But when you like, hey, you stupid mother,
I didn't hear Brad say that. So.
Well, of course they have a lot of gag orders in place where people can't talk. But there was a CPS case that got involved, so it was greater than just verbal abuse at some point. For the state of California to get involved.
But can I break this down real quick? Because you got to understand something. We got a lot of he say, she say, number one. Then number two, we also got to look at the fact that we're not there in their midst. like you said, they got so many different orders
Right.
pinned up to where they can't conversate about certain things. I believe children should be disciplined. I believe children should be yelled at to a certain degree. Me personally, I have children, and my children get that ass whooped. And if I'm tired of listening to them, and if I'm tired of repeating myself to them, I do a little bit of yelling. I'm not a loud yeller, but I will say, hey, sit down.
Right.
I mean, if they shock me, I'm going to say, sit your ass down right now. But I feel like you should be told to sit down simply because look at what America dealt with. I mean, hey, I'm tired of kids running into stores shooting. I'm for one, tired of walking on high school campuses. And back in our day when you walk on high school campus, if you was cussing or kissing in the corners, when adults showed up, you stopped. These days,
out of respect.
You walk on campus, they look at you like, and keep it moving. I mean, that's disrespectful.
Fighting the teachers.
I don't
disagree
with that. And I do feel like everybody has to raise their kids differently. Being the type of person that I am, and how I was raised, and I think those are things that people need to talk about before they get involved. Before we start having kids, we need to talk about how will we discipline our kids. And I will tell you, like, if you yelling at my kid, we probably gonna have a problem.
And even more so than that, if you're with someone who is, a little abrasive with their disciplining, don't keep adopting kids with this person.
Agree, because these conversations were had. Right, agree.
Right. Especially children of different cultures.
Yes.
Because got a black kid, got an Asian kid.
And ultimately, people forget that with kids, you don't have to be raised in that. Some things are just embedded in us.
Yeah.
As African Americans, there's just certain things that these kids they may be growing up in this blended family where they have privilege. They are still black. And so they still have certain things that I do. I mean, and that oldest kid is black, and I'm imagining him, and it was probably getting physical. Because he like, you ain't about to keep doing this to me. And he like, I'm a man, you ain't about to try me. So I just feel like sometimes we have to discuss, as you said, like we shouldn't be adopting and having surrogates with people that we don't even have a clue on how we raising these kids.
So hey, y'all
that's
adopted so many kids, man.
And discipline your kids, please, for the betterment.
And we agree on that.
Of the community.
That's a collective agreement. Yeah, we don't have that 3 strike rules because your kids are disciplined.
And T.I. and Tiny, I don't know what to say about that. Me personally, I've been tired of them a long time ago simply because I used to be a Tiny fan back in the day. Before all of the 100,000 surgeries, so I can respect where T.I. come from when it came to him, collecting her. She was a cutie to me.
She was. But before all this work,
I'm like, hey.
She was the best one in the skate.
Yeah,
she was. I did. There's something about the street ruggedness, the cuteness, and everything she had going for herself. I love that. But today, Tiny, I'm like, hey, if it ain't working,
I don't think.
Because I think legitimately, honestly, if a guy, after this little breakup or whatever, if T.I. wants to, go be single, he's going to have an easier time than Tiny will, just off of looks alone. Because a dude will pretty much only be with Tiny because of loyalty.
She's always
she got a little paper.
She's always linked to Floyd Mayweather. I don't think she's going to have a problem.
I don't like that.
Because at the end of the day, she's still a star.
Hold on. Listen,
she was a star long before he was a star.
Yeah.
She's a star.
She's always linked to Floyd.
She can get a man.
I think when women need to understand certain people, you can't link yourself to. Floyd Mayweather is bigger than her. All it is another cycle. You leave one cycle to go to another.
I don't feel
movie star. T.I. great artist. T.I. ain't got no woman issue. Businessman ain't got no woman issue. And now you want to leave that.
He's a good man.
I don't think she was
Floyd Mayweather, Mr. Ego.
I think they had a relationship prior to.
You obviously ain't checked his Snapchat.
All of this.
This nigga got 150 women massaging, bathing.
Yeah, but T.I. be mad about it.
Amen.
But T.I. be mad about it.
I'll be pissed
you cannot do what you want to do.
So why did T.I. and Tiny break up?
Because he be all over the place. And then she be all over you.
More specifically, why did they break up?
A lot of it, from my understanding, is he had a full-side chick that he was checking into hotel. This is just what I got all of the rumors in.
Since T.I. trap music, I'm serious, back in the day, how long has he been calling himself Pussy Pumper #1?
I mean,
in every album, he talk about fucking these hoes.
Okay,
that's true. That's true.
They were together a long time before they got married, so obviously you wanted to marry her. Obviously.
And the thing is, with dudes,
because you chased her down, she didn't know you were.
With dudes, it's different though, because with guys, we want to find somebody that's nice looking, but can hold it down. That's a good mama. Ain't all in the media like that. You know what I'm saying? And she
was in the media. She was a star, but she was a star before you met her.
In the 90s, but she had a long break when she wasn't a star.
She didn't have a break. Y'all, do you realize the songs that she wrote? She ain't had no break.
I'm talking about in the spotlight.
Yeah, I mean, she wrote.
When you say the spotlight,
she's not Candy, no.
But I don't think she's trying to be. She's just trying to be tiny.
Right.
So even for her, a lot of things you haven't seen her in the spotlight because y'all are not real. I watched her when she was on with Toya. Mm-hmm. That was before her and T.I. got the show. When his butt was locked up.
But they were together.
Incarcerated. Yes, they were together. And he was being real sensitive about the fact that she was making her own money. Well, a lot of their beef comes because she independently has made her own money and she works. Okay. He doesn't like that.
I think she would just kind of. I don't say she wrote off his coattail, but ain't nobody worried about Tiny without T.I.
Yeah, and you gotta also look at the type of moves she was making.
I think that's a little disrespectful.
Oh, God.
She's a legend.
I think she was a legend.
She's a musical legend.
Women make moves though that aren't always the type of moves that a man want to know that his woman's making.
Man.
That's why I say I think we're overlooking some things.
We're overlooking the fact that he went out there and decided he was gonna do what he wanted to do.
She was doing.
You had a whole chick that you kicked it. It's one thing to do it and come home. It's a whole other thing to be laid up in hotel rooms, being caught out in public. Now you're being disrespectful. I feel like a lot of this is about when you go file divorce papers. It's about disrespect.
I've never seen him out with another chick, like a whole different side chick.
No. This is what there's a whole supposedly side baby.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah. See, there's a lot of disrespect.
So that's the type of stuff that 2016 held that we need to look into 2017.
He should have got taken care of. He couldn't make her do it.
Hey man, she better go to Six Flags or something, man.
There's some things we can't say on.
I'm dead.
Right, we can't say on camera.
Pure entertainment.
All right, so what else we got going on?
So
2016 wrap up, everybody.
We did. So we had the breakups. We also lost some legends.
We lost legends.
The great Muhammad Ali.
The great Muhammad Ali. One of the greatest boxers. I enjoyed watching his footwork. I enjoyed watching his skill set inside the ring. I enjoy hearing his stories as a father outside the ring. I appreciate, your daughter, Layla, and I mean his story.
His interviews with Howie, I cried, right? Because I usually don't be into it, but with Ali it's a little different. Like when you are a sports head and you watch the old fights and you listen to the things that he says and the political stance that he was making so long ago during the Vietnam War.
He was the original Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, well, I don't even, and for me, Floyd Mayweather has made money. I don't put them in the same category because Muhammad Ali was a heavyweight boxer.
Yeah, he was.
So to me, that totally separates the categories and the lanes.
I'm saying more like the ego. Muhammad Ali set the pace.
Floyd Mayweather's not smart enough to have the type of ego that Ali had.
Well, of course, he is kind of smart.
No, he's not. He can't read. When you can't read, you can't write. I can't play with you.
When you're 49 years old, you got to give a man some respect.
Well, okay, so his father taught him how to box. And his father taught him the art of staying alive and winning in the game. So when we talk about as far as winning and not fighting pound for pound, so that you don't suffer like Muhammad Ali did at the end of your career. I absolutely respect Floyd Mayweather and his father for that, and the fact that he's learned how to be a businessman and surround himself with people that are going to help him accumulate the type of wealth that he wants.
I'm just saying,
but as far as greatness goes, Floyd is not in the category with me for Ali.
I agree. Muhammad Ali is a bad boy.
Ali stands on his own.
He does.
And to make a political.
He did.
Yeah, he did. He fought and he won and he said things that were legendary. And the fights were huge.
Yes, they were huge.
When they weren't making that kind of money in boxing, so it segued way for people like Mayweather to get a card in, Africa and hold an entire fight. Like that's something big. Other things that happened in 2016. Remember Janet? Miss Jackson If You Nasty?
Miss Jackson If You
Miss
Nasty.
Jackson If You Nasty.
One of the baddest artists out there.
She's having a baby.
At the age of
50.
Drum roll, please. 50 years
having
old.
a baby at 50. Yeah, I think it's interesting that women are doing it their way.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. She's 50. She's had a career. She's traveled the world.
She did.
I mean, now she just has to see another 18 years through, right?
I ain't think the baby was gonna make it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't think the baby was
Listen,
gonna
we
make
live in
it.
the world of we live in the United
Yeah,
States.
man.
She's in the Middle East with the best
I
medicine.
feel like she coughed her wrong with it.
The best medicine. That's why we didn't see her.
Don't slip,
Like
We
a cracked egg. I think.
She was so there was a picture that came out. She was so big. She just had to go sit down somewhere.
She was good, though. You know what I'm saying? She was big, she was beautiful. I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of like that picture, you know. I'm fond of pregnant women. I'm not sure.
She had
that's beautiful.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see how this turns out. You know, if she's gonna give life to a new Janet or a new Michael.
Well, she don't sneeze and give life to a little gummy bear.
Hey, you know what's so bad about it though? She's 50 years old having a baby.
Say, man,
I'm like,
I ain't about
how's her track record with husbands? I would hate for that there to be a breakup. She'd be the oldest woman with a baby daddy. You know what I'm saying?
So she filed the child support and social security, man.
Right, she gonna get it all because she's got a billionaire.
Damn.
So she's good.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
She's
she can
cheaper than
just
Keith,
always
man.
come home and live on the Jackson estate, and you know,
That's true.
she's a Jackson. She's Janet. She will forever be great. She was on
You
tour.
think she still mixes with the family though?
I do believe so because every once in a while, like Denise will, you know, I think that she has dealings with the kids and her mother.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
she
her
just,
mom.
maybe not those
She-
brothers
she-
and Joe and Jermaine with that hairpiece, but I'm sure she talks to her. I'm sure she talks to her mom at some point. And she wouldn't be having a baby and not. You gotta have mom there to.
Right.
No,
I'm gonna sneak this nugget in there. Can I sneak this nugget in real quick before we move on
For sure.
to the next topic? Tito Jackson dropped an album in 2016.
What do you think about?
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry. This is the music segment.
It
but
was
I
on.
did
It was
not
on
listen to
iTunes.
it.
Spotify.
Looney Tunes.
Check it out. This is what happened. He said he was at a game, okay, and him being in a game in the skybox, someone close to him made a comment. And they said the quarterback was Michael Jackson and everybody else, the receivers was Tito Jackson. Not knowing that he was sitting beside Tito.
Don't nobody know Tito.
Right.
Nobody knows
So
Tito.
Tito said he thought
Tito
himself
Brady.
offended and he decided not to show them what Tito Jackson's all about.
What
he
high
got
school
that-
games was he able to say this shit?
So did Joe go to the studio when he recorded?
You know Joe everywhere. So I don't know. Hey, Joe probably had that whooping chain. The reason why he was in the studio.
Well, that's probably why you knew there was an album though. Because if Joe got his hands on it, it's usually, you know, he made stars. Like
Yes,
he
he
did.
did.
they can say what they want and call him crazy, and he made the greatest star.
He whooped him in the flame.
Yeah, he whooped him.
What's Beyonce dad?
Matthew Knows
Matthew?
I'm just
That's like Matthew. Hey, he took after Joe.
And Serena Venus' daddy too. They talk about him being crazy, and they don't get no bigger than Serena Williams, right?
So basically, y'all tell me I just need to go crazy for my kids to be great. I just need to just snap.
Listen,
Down.
I don't think it's crazy, but I do believe that parents have to be resilient. I do believe that parents have to have a plan and a goal, and you have to push your kids across the finish line.
So next
Sometimes
year,
you gotta say,
my kids, you don't have to bring them. They gonna be running the show.
yeah, you got to. You gotta push them.
Yes, for real. Hey.
But moving on
Okay, moving
to
on,
other
let's go.
things. So, Lil Wayne,
Lil Wayne, Black
Weezy.
Lives Matter.
F Baby. Yeah, so made a comment about the Black Lives Matter. He really didn't care. Listen, the thing was, my perspective of Weezy is always high. So, I mean, he's talked about other things in reference, so I don't believe that he's ignorant enough to feel like there wasn't any importance behind the Black Lives Matter movement.
I'm about to get in trouble.
I believe he's high.
I'm about to get in trouble on this one. I already know I am. Do you want to go ahead and say something before I get in trouble?
Yeah, I'm just I just think it was totally. I think Lil Wayne is definitely outside the bubble right now. I mean, I just don't think he's, you know, really understanding what's going on, the magnitude of what's going on, and it confuses me because it's like, how don't you see it when you're from New Orleans, when you're from, you know,
But how far removed is he from
place.
New Orleans?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it.
Wayne has been
He been
on
since
since
he was
14,
12.
13, 14 years old.
You know, so that's why I think he's outside of what's going on right now. I mean, I just think he's delusional.
Well, I guess it's time for me to explain the reason why the show is called Adult Play Therapy
Here we go.
Uncensored is because
Here we
I
go.
have to voice my opinion in a therapeutic fashion.
There we go. Let it-
I kind of understand where Lil Wayne was coming from. Simply because Lil Wayne was saying that when he was younger, he shot himself, and it was a white cop who kicked in the door and resuscitated him. Now, I believe that in Wayne's condition there to the condition of the world today, if he would have shot himself, what we're trying to say is that white cop probably wouldn't have kicked in the door, and if he did, he probably wouldn't have resuscitated you, and you probably would have died on the floor. Because I think is what everybody's trying to get across to you, Wayne. But I can respect what you're saying. But then again, with some money comes some sense of respect. So you don't see the struggle that most blacks are going through out here in the street in society simply because you're tucked away behind your limousines, your mansions, popping bottles with all the females, and those white cops are the ones high-fiving you, and they are your personal security team. So I feel like I can understand where you're coming from when you say your world is different from everyone else's.
I mean, and I think sometimes
I think people need to take that into consideration.
I think people do miss that their world is different.
Yeah.
But he also has he has young sons. Okay, so you have a teenage. Their world is not going to be that much different because nobody knows who the hell they are. But the kid that he has with Laura London, no one knows him. If I see him in the street today,
Lauren London, she's a star too.
It doesn't matter.
She's not being harassed by white cops.
No.
So her child won't be harassed.
Her kids will be harassed.
Toya's not going to be harassed by white cops.
He's going to be a black male.
He's not going to be harassed.
He's going to be a black male.
Right,
and as LeBron, as Dwayne Wade, Carmelo has said, the cop is not going to know who Lil Wayne. No one has ever seen that kid with Laura London.
Okay,
we don't even know who he is. If he's 16 and he's driving in a car, he's going to live in a neighborhood where there's going to be Caucasian American cops patrolling the neighborhood. Right. He's going to get stopped. His world needs to not be that different having African Americans.
No, he's not going to get stopped. And can I say the reason why he's not going to be stopped? Because number one, he's going to be in this gated community that they're going to have to sign their name and they're going to have to register everybody in their family, you know what I'm saying, before they can even buy in that neighborhood.
But when he goes out
when he's driving, the cops already know from the first 100,000 miles that this Lil Wayne's son, because he's driving a particular car.
Michael Jordan's child was arrested.
But it's a different time.
Scottie Pippen's child was arrested.
Time. Today, the artists can shelter and hide their kids a lot better than back in those days. See, we've come to.
But we're talking about Scottie Pippen's daughter was arrested this year.
He ain't nobody. He ain't been nobody. That's all I'm saying. Right. That's what I'm saying. That's the point.
Oh, y'all are so disrespectful.
No, I'm just saying. And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
And that's what I'm saying. Even with his time passing, that's what you're saying.
This is the world where
you're telling me that Scottie Pippen, you're telling me that a cop who is over the age of 25 wouldn't recognize Scottie Pippen?
So you saying a cop over the age of 25 to recognize Charles Oakley?
They definitely should.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
They definitely should.
Got his ass up out of there.
That's right.
We're gonna say that.
Okay. They would recognize. Listen, a cop over the age of 25 would recognize a little Yachty and a little Vert. Wasn't it? Lil Vert, who I could care less for, before they recognize Michael Jordan. You dig what I'm saying? But you buy his shoes. To a certain
and that's what I'm saying. So that means you're really not out of that world, because at any point in time when you go outside of those gates of your compound where you are interacting with others, or you're flying on a flight internationally, or you're flying, Oprah gets disrespected. So if you don't know who Oprah is, and we're talking about a woman, so now we're talking about African American men where your life has really no value. That's what we need to that's where I think that's where
Oprah get disrespected.
Oprah was in the Louis Vuitton store and it was disrespected.
That's because she looked different when she ain't on.
You know what?
That's right. And she have her team.
Listen, I'm not even going.
If she was 60 years old,
you are not going to
60 years younger.
You know what? Y'all disrespecting. You disrespecting Oprah. You disrespecting Scottie Pippen. You do not disrespect the legend.
It's not. I love them. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just saying that this society does not have respect for them. There's no world for them.
And that's why Lil Wayne needs to get back out. As you say, he needs to get in the bubble. He needs to get out that bubble. He needs to punch some holes in it. So
I'm not gonna lie and say that.
Because this is life. This is real life. You got
Lil Wayne can stay in that bubble. Lil Wayne, stay where you is, bro. Don't move. And the reason I'm saying that is because God blessed you to put you in the position that you're in. Okay. Let me get to part 2 of my conversation. Part 2 is, I feel we as black people need to do better also. Simply because, Lil Wayne, you're not in our world, but those of us who are living in this world need to respect ourselves a lot better than we do. Right. We're not receiving respect from cops or the whites or whatever we want to say simply because we're not showing respect. I mean, I'm tired of watching sagging pants. Listen, the ghetto shouldn't be something that should be glamorized. Now, it's a culture. I mean, I think people fail to realize, yes, it's poor, poverty, and all that, but it is a culture.
But that's not your. And see, that's where we go. That's where I sit at a different angle because that's not our world.
It's not our.
It's never been our world.
Well,
so if it's never,
it kind of is our world that we adopted.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, because even when we were young, we didn't have everything, but at the same time, we made the most out of what we had, and we had fun.
That's what I'm saying. I've never adopted that culture. Okay.
I did.
I never adopted that culture.
Kickball on the corners with my homies and running down the streets.
Curveball, basketball. We created some things.
With the graffiti art on the wall. That was.
I ran the streets. I drove my bike up and down. I'm talking about, hey, Ivy Ridge. I stayed out there and hung out.
Right, but you didn't. As I told you, I just feel like that's not. I think that when you're telling people that the ghetto should not be glamorized, all they've done is lived in the ghetto. Right. So at what point?
In certain aspects of the ghetto,
I agree. I don't glamorize it. How do you make that shift?
Productivity. You want to be productive, and you want to change the community. You want to change your community for the best because simple fact of the matter is we don't want to be out here getting shot down.
No, we don't.
We don't want to watch you get shot down. But it's hard for me
to have empathy. Yeah.
Right, to have empathy when I know you're an asshole. And I know you out here because in your mind, that is your motive, to get shot down. And I'm sitting here telling you, yo, you're too smart. You got a lot going for yourself. But instead, you want to hang on a corner doing the things you want. There's a difference between having social fame, should I say, and dignity for yourself and having street fame and ghetto popularity. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But I live in the ghetto. And that's why I say, how do I know that this ghetto popularity is not what I should be aiming for? Nobody in my house has left the ghetto.
There's a television. It doesn't matter. There's a television that we watch.
We ain't got cable.
Watch this. No, I mean regular TV. Look at this. I know children today, and I tell my kids that. I know children today that are in the ghetto or the hood or what have you, and their parents, should I say, and they walk to school. Mm-hmm. They want to get that education because they know that there's something better. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That is what that is being taught. And I mean, you can't. I don't know why I can't understand. You're saying I don't know better. You know better. Why do you sell drugs on the corner?
No, they don't.
Yeah, you do.
No. From a sociological aspect,
we sell drugs on the corner to make money.
We sell drugs. There's no money in our neighborhood.
So that we can
my daddy sold drugs.
So
my mama sold drugs. And nobody has ever. But we've never been outside of my world. No, that's the only thing that I say.
And it's not that big of a transition to go outside of your world. Think about it. Because
you have a car.
Every
if you go to the mall, you gotta purchase something, right?
You on the bus.
No. To go to you ride the bus to the mall in order to purchase something to look like somebody rich, right?
Right.
That's right.
So how much does it cost for a library card?
Who knows? Because they're not going.
How much does it cost to go to the African American Museum?
Who knows? Because nobody's saying. But who's? What I'm saying is,
discrediting the kids of today.
I'm not discrediting the kids. It's not the kids. Kids don't raise themselves.
Every kid has a cell phone.
Kids don't raise themselves.
How do you have a cell phone? Because your mom is
because we find priorities. Because in the African American community, priorities are clothes, priorities are shoes, priorities are cell phones.
And that's what I'm
saying. People do not understand money.
But you
this goes back to a money conversation.
You just said it yourself. Water priority, clothes, shoes, right? But not money. And money.
But you're 4 generations in the same project.
But the point I'm saying is, why do you buy it? You buy it for a form of self-improvement.
That's what you know.
There's a form of self-improvement beyond the clothes and the money and the car.
How do I know that?
And they know it.
How do I know that?
They know it. Just like they know about
in my opinion, it only takes one instance for your mind to change like that.
Yeah.
Because, before I started listening to Michael Eric Dyson, I wasn't enlightened the way, to some of the things that he brought to the table. And I was like, wow. And once I heard one of his speeches, I was like, yeah, I got to start following this dude and kind of change my way of thinking. And that's all it takes, you know what I'm saying?
But how long ago was that?
That was like 4 years ago.
Okay, so I've been reading Michael Eric Dyson for the longest, where I have to get my dictionary to try and understand what the hell he's talking about. And when he came to Dallas, I heard him speak. I've been on that.
Right.
But again, I went to the library as a child. I had a library card. As an adult, I have a library card in 3 different cities. I'm a reader. I went to the bookstore. My father took me.
Right.
My mother had a library in our home. But we're talking about kids who never get an opportunity to leave the Metroplex. There are some of your family members that I imagine if you really talk to them, you'll be shocked what they don't know.
Right, I agree with that.
And kids don't teach themselves.
And
I feel like it's something inside of those kids that get out of the ghetto. It's something inside of those kids. God has said, you know what, I touch you. You're the chosen one. But if you look,
people inside the ghetto still deserve to be enlightened because
they deserve to be.
Because knowledge, it's not supposed to be kept. It's supposed to be shared.
Right, but where are we sharing it? They're in low performing schools where they're not forced to be accelerated. They're not accelerating at school. You come home.
You seen on me. You seen Dangerous Minds. You seen it.
Right.
Yeah, but there's one teacher coming.
All I'm saying is there's a cell phone in every kid's hand.
Yeah, but
they have education. They're in life. How else do they know about the damn clothes? How else do they know that Jordans are dropping in February or May or March?
But what do I know? But is Hawaii trending?
Is
Hawaii trending? Is TCU trending? Is the University of Texas trending?
They're on there too.
Why do I know I need to go to college?
That's why you got college kids that's in there, they still sell the dope, and after you get through playing football and all that, you go to Snapchat.
Right. It's like the majority of college kids when they graduate with their degree, they don't know how to. That's probably what they're not going to do.
Yeah.
What the degree that they graduated with or their major is probably not what they're going to end up doing.
Right, but somebody told them they were supposed to go to college, and that's how I go. Knowledge is power, and if you don't know, you don't know what you're supposed to do with that, and everybody still ain't woke. And that's all I'm saying about the ghetto. They're crabs in the bucket a lot of times. If you come up, I need to know what you did to come up, or I'm gonna kill you so that I can take your position to elevate. It's a learned mentality, and with learned behavior, you know how many generations it takes. First of all, we're already 400 years behind. On top of that, look at us sitting here. We're not first generation college educated.
No.
So see how far ahead we are of other people that are. When I meet people in college, they're going, "I'm the first person in my family to go to college." I'm like, my grandparents went to college. You see what I'm saying? So you're talking about we're 3 generations. I cannot expect people to be on the same playing field as me and understand and really get it when I'm 3 generations ahead.
Well, my brother actually was the first person in our family to go to college because my parents did.
And you see what I'm saying?
It's different, you know what I'm saying? But what it all boils down to, in my opinion, is something I learned. It's called empathy. So when you see those children, whether your family or not, it's your responsibility to share with them. Yeah. With Lil Wayne, it's just about empathy. He just lacks empathy. When I see the commercials about the little kids in Africa that are dying and all that kind of stuff, I have empathy for them. I've never been in that situation, but it's a part of me that's like, damn, that exists.
Right, but there's a part
can't look at black people and honestly say, I'm not a believer in that.
Well, I mean,
especially coming from where he comes from.
I mean,
where your mama and where your cousin and
but he pulled himself up out of bootstrap. So why is his job?
He did though.
But I don't say he pulled himself up.
But he put himself in a position to win, and he did the work.
Yeah,
but you still got to acknowledge that it exists.
It exists, right? And I agree with that.
And I think we all agree that you got to acknowledge.
I can understand where he's coming from when he closed eye to it, but he should. He should open his eyes, and he should, like I say, he should empathize a bit more.
Because it's only going to be.
I think it's a learning.
You're one situation away.
Yeah.
Nobody thought those cops were going to get shot in Dallas.
That's true.
And it really didn't hit home until like, damn, that's happening in downtown.
Yes, right.
I mean, it's just one situation away until it happened to his daughter or his son.
Agreed.
Then
that's why you need to get outside. You need to get on right. You need to get in that bubble. Yeah. Well, so finishing up our candies.
Today's
candy top.
Yeah.
So we have Kim Kardashian, who was robbed. She was in Paris.
Was she though?
I think she was robbed. I do believe it was a setup. I believe that the bodyguard had something to do with it, that they're downplaying because he's broke. Yeah. So he just filed bankruptcy.
I'm seeing it looking like she got robbed. I'm just like,
so their husband.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, he's having money problems. He hasn't had to file bankruptcy yet. But the bodyguard did file bankruptcy, and he's having some issues with his companies. I feel like the girl was robbed. I think it was a setup.
I'm so uninterested in this. I'm why does everybody else get robbed and get shot? She get robbed, she got tied up in the tub. I'm like, come on, dude.
Because your charges change when she dies. And she's American. Look different when you start playing American.
Crimes happen across seas. They do a lot of killing. You ain't seen Hostel?
A lot of killing and sexual trafficking.
I was saying sexual trafficking. But when you start playing with the United States.
Sexually assault her? They just put her in the tub?
She's Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, she's fine.
She's Kim Kardashian. And if you want some problems, you're gonna have some problems.
I mean,
Listen, it was
if you're
easy.
willing to rob somebody,
She had insurance.
you willing.
That's why I say it was an inside
Right.
hit. She had insurance. She knew it could be replaced. You took the easy way out. Nobody got hurt.
It was a soft robbery, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it was a soft robbery.
Wasn't
I ain't see a bump, bruise, no blood, because she would have got pimp slapped or something. Ain't no woman that fine get robbed without getting touched. You know what I'm saying?
That's why it was an inside job.
Right, you're right. It sure was, because it would
Like
have been
Kanye wears some good music.
Yeah, it was.
We gotta get
Baby,
back.
y'all sit in the tub here. What you gonna tie your hands up?
Don't say that.
Kanye wasn't even in the country with her. He was on stage performing.
We're here now with Jerry's Top 5, which is basically the top 5 hottest stories of last year's music. I'm going to start off with the music industry, hottest songs. We got the, what is it, the Beyonce Lemonade. We have Work. We have Panda.
Anything Drake.
Anything Drake.
Work.
Okay, Work, okay.
There we go. So, of course, that was like woman's theme song last year.
I mean, that's everybody's theme song.
We just singing Work Ain't Got No Job. Well, everybody like,
For real.
Work.
Well, they were talking about that work. There's a different. I would be talking about, I've been working on work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different meanings for what she meant by that. But Rihanna definitely.
She's working last year.
She definitely worked last year. She had a great album.
I didn't listen to that one.
I didn't either.
What is wrong with you?
I'm not gonna buy Rihanna. I appreciate you working.
Rihanna's album is actually nice.
I'll download it.
You should. I mean, if you have Spotify, iTunes, you pay for it anyway. Get everything that you can. You know, that's some good stuff for you and your girl when your girl put that on your playlist.
I ain't buying no Rihanna album, but yeah,
I'm
that was a hot song. That was a hot
I'm
song.
looking for you, Rihanna. I'm checking for you.
Ladies, I got you on the women's side. The album was nice. So Rihanna did that.
Keeping on with the women.
Beyonce had the hot sauce in her bag.
Hater album of the year.
Hater
I see it. I want it.
Say, man.
Listen, when you stop HBO and put a 30-minute motion video film together,
She's genius.
I thought it was great too.
She's genius.
Beyonce's genius.
Her
but
team, marketing,
she's
genius.
misleading these.
Why? She's an entertainer.
She's misleading.
She's not a relationship
Once
therapist.
again, I gotta play devil's advocate. She's empowering women.
Yeah, she's telling them
I
we have
gotta get
choices.
this.
Don't stay
She
with
never
no
said.
man.
No, she never said that.
She's empowering.
She never said that. She never said leave your man.
I just said,
Beyonce, if you watch some of her videos, if you go watch her, Beyonce came out there with a baseball bat in Cuba, tearing up some stuff. Beyonce will basically tell you sometimes you gotta raise some hell. She never says leave Jay-Z. No.
Don't raise hell with me, because then
I'm ready to hell back. Tell them what it is.
Then we're gonna just be raising hell together.
don't
That's all that Beyonce said.
Don't raise hell.
Beyonce didn't tell nobody she was leaving
Ain't no
Jay-Z.
lemonade.
She said take lemons and make lemonade. She didn't tell nobody she was leaving Jay-Z. And if y'all out here misunderstanding what she said y'all leave y'all men. Now some of y'all need to leave the ones you got, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Y'all need to leave them bums on the street.
So Panda. I personally believe Designer's gonna be a one-hit wonder.
He had a great one hit.
He did have a great one
And
hit.
great, think about one hit. We say that, but Vanilla Ice has been touring for 25 years on the same hit.
That's true.
And I think it takes even more away that not only was it one hit, but it was one hit emulating somebody else's style. Future. Because when I first heard it, I was like, is that Future?
Yeah.
I think when Future heard it, he was like, is that me?
I think the difference between him and Future is the fact that I can't say I can understand Future. I can understand now.
I don't know what he said. But that's not my age group for me to even care.
Yeah.
So we just talked about it because he's in the top 5 and he was hot.
It was hot.
I don't know nothing else that he's talking about, so we'll see. But remember, there were a lot of one-hit wonders. Soulja Boy is still riding on the coattail of Soulja Boy Tell because I don't know nothing else.
So he had a bunch of hits though.
What?
He's on
He had,
TV.
what was it,
He on the show now. He don't have to do music no more.
That other song.
What song?
Wake up in the morning, turn my swag on.
Anyway, we're doing it yeah.
So after that, anything Drake though, Drake was running another choice.
Fake Love.
Yeah, that was hot. That was hot. I mean, he did his thing.
That's weird.
He's
Female that I can't
consistent.
stand.
He's consistent. So
Yeah.
big up the Drake and all the real artists and MCs out there doing their thing. Next, we're gonna move on to Gucci Mane coming home.
Gucci Mane.
Losing the weight. People seeing him like a clone.
Gucci was abducted by.
He said, man, I appreciate
If you look at
it.
big old teeth in his mouth, he still look like Gucci.
I appreciate the transition.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
the
Because
growth.
It seems like he really wised it up.
Was it 8 years in prison? How many years was he?
He wasn't there for 2. He wasn't there that
I
long.
don't know.
All I'm saying
But he
is,
got his fifth thing going.
Yeah.
when you get in prison, man, you lose.
I actually enjoy their videos. Him and Keisha.
Oh, him and his old lady.
Him and his
Yeah.
chicks.
So,
But she held him down.
He proposed to her too.
Yeah, she held him down. She's a little tacky sometimes, but anyway, she's there from Atlanta.
But that's the new woman, though.
So,
it's like that's the new woman.
I mean, but I respect it. If that's the type of chick that you are, salute to y'all that ride with your men, but when the state separates us, they separate us.
Yeah.
That's just not my thing. Respect that you held it down. He does look like he came out dropping albums. I love the fact in the South they can just get in there and drop albums. The quality doesn't have to be 100, but we still gonna listen to it.
That's what Boosie did too.
Yeah, Boosie.
But it's because it's you who you are. You know, it seems like prison makes the artists these days. You know, back in our day, it was if we got shot, you know what I'm saying, or if I die, you know, my shit going platinum. Now these days, just as long as you go to prison, you do good. You know, Lil Wayne tried it. When the prison came out, everybody was waiting on the Carter 3 or whatever. You know, so it's just one of those trends.
Speaking of music, but we forgot, you said go to jail, so I'm waiting on this Kevin Gates when he comes out.
Kevin Gates.
Because we forgot about Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
Listen, Kevin Gates had one of the albums of the year. We forgot about that. Like
I like Kevin Gates.
I like the Kevin Gates album. I felt like it had a lot of different dimensions, and he sticks to Kevin Gates' style.
He does. I mean, he's definitely his own individual.
Yeah, he's weird.
I like his songs. I actually like his
songs be jazz.
I like his persona more so than I like his music.
Yeah,
I like his interviews more than I like his music.
I think that I love the fact that he's so.
He's him.
I do love the
We gotta
interview.
get Kevin Gates on the show.
I do love the interview, especially if you've seen the one with Big Boy, the one that he did.
Yeah.
So the interview with Big Boy, he does really, or DJ Envy, him and DJ Envy have pretty good history.
And Sway as well.
And chemistry, yeah. So you can always tell the ones that he has relationships with, that he gets along, and they can get more of a conversation out of him, and it's consistent. But his music, he has South beats. I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
You know, he says things. You know, him and Trey Songz and Jam.
Listen.
That's my jam. Like,
you got somebody else came home too, like Kodak Black.
Kodak Black.
No, exactly. Kodak Black, I mean, he young dude, you know.
Where's he from?
He's from Florida.
Yeah, he's too deep in the South.
Okay, since he won a high side about that, you know, so we gotta give shout outs to Shmurda. I think they gave him
Bobby Shmurda,
a whole lot of lives.
Yeah, some of his team or whatever, some of his team got hit with a bunch of years.
Well, there was a lot going. Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot
too.
going on with that.
Yeah,
when we were in New York the last time, I had a conversation with someone who does music on the East Coast, and that was actually in the studio when they were arrested.
Yeah.
So there was a lot that went on with that, and the label undoubtedly had word, so they didn't put money up. So maybe a lesson to young rappers that when you try to do that crossover, you got to crossover. You can't be in the streets, one foot in the streets and one foot in the streets. We can't keep doing. We can't. It don't work. You gotta
education.
You gotta shed that shell.
I think we're playing. Let's stop playing dumb.
Growth and
artists.
Growth and maturation.
Yeah.
Look at 50 Cent. Take a note out.
He's still petty as hell.
He's petty, but let me tell you something. He is God in the hood. 50 Cent, so he left that shit behind.
He's intelligent, man.
But look how long it took him. I mean, it takes. That's the thing is
as soon as he got signed,
sometimes men
he stayed away.
And y'all get offended and you guys say male bash. Sometimes men, you just take too long to catch it. And I think with a lot of the rappers, it's just men are not getting the fact that sometimes you just don't have time to continue to play. When you leave stuff alone and you're blessed to leave it alone, just had my graphic designer and I have this conversation all the time. You gotta stop being a Dallas N-word. And I tell him that, like, to the T, you are a Dallas N-word.
Stop it, nigga.
You know?
Black folks.
And
black person. Be intelligent. Use your intelligence.
But you gotta have people on your team that are constantly communicating that to you.
Not yes men.
Be accountable.
Yeah, be accountable. You gotta get out. When you get out the hood, you gotta get out the hood.
Well, see, the problem is we take our entourage, we take our crew with us. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem, because you may have a crew of 50 and 25 of them have the vision past your vision. The problem is we don't listen to them. You know what I'm saying? Because we think they're soft. We'd rather listen to the one that's like, yo, let's go jump these cats. I mean, because we've had a lot of Dallas artists that could have gone places. You know what I'm saying? But instead, they lost their opportunities or they went to jail. So it's crazy.
You really got to know who you are as an individual, because in my opinion, the smartest thing a smart person can do is know how to be smart and play dumb. So with like somebody like T.I., who, you know, very intelligent, may rap about some silly shit, but the silly people that watch it, that's all they see. They don't see any of the other stuff. So,
but see, that was the thing with Booty when he came home and he dropped that first Touchdown to Cause Hell album was the fact that was on Universal, that was an industry album,
Right.
versus his
mixtapes
that he does. And you heard people saying, well, Boosie ain't the same. Boosie ain't trapping no more. Like
that Boosie set it out hard though. That Boosie set it out was his best album.
Listen, he was still trapping. We don't just get.
I was.
What?
When I was at the strip club, though.
This the love of
Set it out.
Set it off. Listen, and I wasn't either. Like 2006 when I came home, I got on it. So me and Boosie been rocking a minute now.
That was my first year in college, and that was like.
I've been rocking with Boosie a minute.
Listen,
but you gotta let the trap go. When you come out the trap.
Music. I like real music, and I think my real music is real music to me. Like everybody's music, real music to them is real music to them. But I like a certain type of music. I'm not gonna lie to you. So when it came to Boosie just didn't fit my genre of music, and I think that's because of my personal growth to the direction I was going in at that time. But there are Boosie songs that I do like, because I do like Set It Off, and I do have my times that I go to Ratchet Strip Club just so I can hear the Ratchet beat, because I like to stay updated. So I just feel like I missed a little bit.
Speaking of personal growth, Kanye West. That's an artist I really, for the last 2 albums, I don't really mess with Kanye West.
I don't either. I mean,
I didn't mess with Jesus. I didn't mess with Pablo, whatever.
I like Pablo.
Nah, man.
Kanye love Kanye.
Listen,
I actually thought, I think he's coming, I think in the last album, Pablo, again, because I buy albums, I think he's coming.
She's the only one.
I do too if they working.
I did. I enjoy Kanye. Tidal forced me to buy a subscription to hear Beyonce.
You got Tidal?
I had Tidal for them,
man.
but I cut Tidal off because I don't like them. I'm back to Spotify. But for Beyonce, I got Tidal, and for Kanye, I paid for Tidal actually. So I was interested in what time. I actually felt like Kanye is, as we say, growing and figuring out things. I think Kanye is still trying to figure out what lane he needs to be in. Yeah. Kanye got out of the lane that he was in, and sometimes I think it's in Kanye's headspace.
I think Kanye created the lane for himself. Like the lane that he was in with late registration,
right?
Graduation.
But mentally, is he there? He's not there. Right? You see what I'm saying?
Kanye is still dealing with personal issues.
I think that's what it is.
Those demons that haunt you.
Yeah.
You know, the pains that we hold in our heart and stuff like that. I think those are the things that he needs to go see a psychiatrist about. Get it off your chest, brother. Get it off your chest.
But when you got contract dates when you got to meet those deadlines,
and that's the problem.
You don't get a chance to heal. That's the part of being in that industry.
Yeah, but some white folks do it all the time. These rockers. Shit, you look
I think he figured it out.
Really though, even some of the black artists, like Frank Ocean, he dropped his first album, which was classic. He was gone for what, 6 years, 5, 6 years? Adele, she dropped her album, that 21 album that was classic. She was gone about 5 years.
But you gotta figure, you have to figure out and maneuver this industry. And it depends on who's on your team and what advice that you're getting and what you're trying to do. And I feel like with Kanye, I just do feel like it's those personal issues that I feel like he's having to deal with now. Yeah. And he's understanding different forms in which I need to cancel these concert dates, but I don't need them suing me for canceling these concert dates.
He can afford it, man.
When he really can't afford it, because that's what sent Tony Braxton into bankruptcy twice. Right. Those canceling those concert dates. But I think Kanye is getting back into Kanye.
Yeah, but I think your mental health in the long run is
well, that's what saved him this time. He was able to utilize that.
So, and I hate that he went to the media with it though. Like, yeah, because it seemed like a.
But I don't know if he went.
He didn't go to the media.
Everybody else.
Because with the way the contracts are drawn up, with him having to be hospitalized, then they were able to activate his insurance, which means that those concerts that he canceled, he didn't owe them back. Right. So legally, I'm not sure that Kanye needed the help. I'm not sure Kanye had a full breakdown has been described, but Kanye needed some time off. So I do feel like he was advised that may be the way that he saved himself because they'd already canceled those concerts. Yeah. And they're coming for you for their money, and you can't afford to pay out that kind of debt.
And he's raving at everybody too.
Yeah. I just think Kanye on stage is just
he is. But he needs to come back to Kanye, and he needs to find his inner peace. And as you said, in finding inner peace helps fight those demons. He needs to go get centered and meditate somewhere and pray. That's what he needs.
The way you find some dudes find inner peace is by getting at these women. So Drake with J-Lo, that means 2 thumbs up.
He said he stay calm. He stay with a new woman.
He stay with something like that.
J-Lo, Serena, Rihanna.
Take my hand off to you.
Say, man.
Taylor Swift was even on the table in 2016, I heard.
Bow to you.
I'm good on Taylor Swift though. But J-Lo.
You gonna skip Taylor Swift?
I'm good on Taylor Swift.
Me too. I am
straight, man.
But J-Lo?
J-Lo, she can get it.
And almost 50? If J-Lo can get it?
J-Lo should get it.
Hey, man, I'm married, man, you know, but,
I'm not, man.
But listen, doesn't that say something like, I don't care what she did
that's
or how she
Selena,
did it,
man.
but J-Lo looks freaking
Freaking
amazing.
Janet at 50 can get it.
They look amazing.
Hey, come on with it, Janet.
J-Lo looks amazing.
Man.
Yeah. So that was a good look, though. That was a big look.
Something's wrong with me.
But Drake know how to keep his name floating around. Just,
He does.
He know how to just sprinkle you a little bit. Just give you a little bit, pull it right back out.
But Drake got his thing in 2016.
Yeah.
2016, he was out there. Nah, we ain't talking about music. He was out there, you know.
He was out there in the field.
With music and with, you know, that field work.
I guess after you lose your boots arena, you gotta bounce back.
Say, man,
keep playing,
she
bro.
everybody boo, man. It was coming, boo, too.
No,
Drake's no more rookie, so I can't give you rookie of the year, Drake. But you was
Yeah,
sophomore.
sophomore.
Yeah, sophomore of the year, brother.
Something, man. So that was my top 5. We'll get y'all right back.
All right, now we're back with a little spot, our tech junkie spot. You know, you'll see this in and out on certain shows. Some shows we're gonna have it, some shows we won't. Depends on if there's any new technology that comes in that we need to talk about. And in 2016, we dealt with exploding Samsung Galaxy Notes as well as iPhones with no headphone jack. So iPhone forced everybody to go to wireless headphones. And the Galaxy would not stop exploding on folks. So I don't think we have too much comment on that. But if we do have something to say about it, what you think?
I mean, I got ready for the. I'm getting the new iPhone.
Okay.
I put it in my plans. So I bought wireless headphones. They were on sale. I mean, they're not very expensive. I don't know how well they're gonna work, but I just bought the wireless headsets. I'm not gonna buy theirs, but I feel like, you know, you force us to do it, but I roll with the iPhone.
Yeah, and I'm more of an Android guy, so I don't have a Samsung, but it is definitely a reason maybe to transition over to it. An Apple product or something like that, or an LG.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, it all depends on what you like and if you're willing to risk. You know.
Boom.
Yeah. So
I would tell you like this. I have a Galaxy Note.
Explosions.
I was waiting on the new Galaxy Note. I didn't get it because it was exploding. So I'm waiting on the new one, which is supposed to guarantee no explosions. Okay, so
I mean, they had some
no
time to fix it.
fireworks.
They should have fixed it before they tried to. It was a rush. Yeah, it was a rush launch before Apple. You wanted to beat Apple.
Yeah.
You beat Apple, but you exploded.
Yes.
So I'm sure you took a lot of customers to Apple because they needed a phone immediately and didn't want.
And I would like to see what they're going to do. What's the follow-up for 2017? So I'm looking closely to see. So we're going to have another talk about Samsung sometime in 2017 to see what direction they took in, because they went in, because I know stocks fell and people went to other phones. But this year, 2017, I will have an iPhone and I will have a Note Samsung, because those are the two hottest phones. I got to have both of them. And I'm happy with the wireless headphones because I work out and I run, and I'm just tired of wires, period. If I walk away from my phone, I want to still be connected.
I think it is. At first, I didn't like the idea, but it is kind of cool, as you said, because you need the option to sometimes be wireless. And so I think as we're growing and trends are coming, hit and miss, and we're evolving, it's a good look for Apple.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like a good look. You know,
for Beats, because the Beats were, my brother got Beats for Christmas, and he loves them. Like you said, he works out with them. He talks on the phone because we always on FaceTime. So instead of everybody hearing my loudmouth conversation, I feel safer that he has his headphones in case I say something foolish. So
I guess I'm a pretty traditional guy, so I would like the option to have a headset jack if I could. Possibly, but I still listen to CDs, so sometimes I'll switch to Bluetooth. Sometimes I'll put in an old school Al Green CD or something like that, So I like tradition.
Wait, don't try to speed up. Run that back.
I still got CDs.
So do you go buy them when they on sale for $9.99 too? At Target?
At Target,
They're like $5.99.
$9.99 at Target, $5.99.
I mean, on new release days, they're $9.99.
2 for $5.
When the holidays come, you can probably get them for $2.99.
Tell me where Pookie is, so I can get $15. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
The wireless connection in the car is so great.
Yeah, that's great.
It's great. But look, let me not really clown on you, because when I'm in my 07, I have to listen to CDs too. So. Ain't no AUX jack, ain't no auxiliary jack. So.
Alright, okay. So there you go. I'll let you know more about those phones in 2017. All right, now we're back with the Jack and Jill. This is the End of the show, the best part, because we get to get that boy and that girl talk. You know what I'm saying? This is the opinions of all opinions.
Here we go.
So, here we go. The topic for today is friends with benefits versus the actual relationship. Which one is better? I'm going to fire off by saying it depends on the situation. I personally like the friends with benefits in a sense. If you're a single man and you're not looking to settle down right now, no time soon, or if you're a single woman, you're not looking to settle down no time soon, know your boundaries and do that thing. You know what I'm saying? But the relationship, the ultimate relationship can be good. You know what I'm saying? It can really be good if you find the right one. I think our problem is we don't necessarily take the time to find the right one. We just find one and we jump into the to those relationships too quick when we should know that the friends with benefits is where we should be at this time. But I think it's both a maturity thing. Everyone's maturity level should be up to par for each situation. What you guys say about that? We're gonna expand on that and then we're gonna go.
It's funny that we're having this conversation because I've been having this conversation here lately. Like, I think sometimes we run, as you said, we jump into things.
Yeah.
And when you've been in situations, I've been in situations for so long. Sometimes you gotta take it different. If we're gonna be together, I feel like we friends, we probably will be together at some point, unless sometimes you men have different ideas. I don't know what y'all be thinking, but y'all do. Y'all come in with these ideas. But for me right now, you have to establish that. Like, let's just kick it. Let's see where this goes. And I'm not saying kick it in the sense of kick it over here, kick it over there. But if we kicking it.
What is kicking it though?
Like, we friends with benefits. We have conversations. Like, when we are together, we have conversations. We talk about things.
Yeah.
We keep in communication. We text. Maybe not every single day. Maybe not all day. But yeah, we talk. I know your name. I know, you know what I'm saying? I know something about your mama. We have these conversations. See what I'm saying? So we're growing together. Like, we're growing. And if you choose
friends with benefits is a growth process.
Yeah, it's a growth process.
Yeah, and I think it's a good process to be in too. I mean, I don't think it's bad.
I don't think it's bad.
I think it's a great start.
If it's established, if it's those groundings.
But you got to also realize that there's a timing period to the friends with benefit. Somebody's going to get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? It always happens.
It's undefeated, man.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Listen, I'm going to say this. I've had some great friend with benefit relationships. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm to the point where I'm to the point where I have said to myself, damn, some of my friends with benefits situations should have been my main situation because they've been that good. And then some of the main situations that I've had or the relationships that I've been in or tried to be in with some women and tried to work out some, just really wasn't the best thing in the world. It's like,
because they probably wasn't your friend. And that's why, listen, because that's when you say somebody catch feelings, like you have conversations like, I like you. I think those are like low level. I'm not great at this dating thing because I haven't done it for so long. I'm not so great at it, but I'm learning for me who I am and what I need. And I need somebody that every once in a while, you may come put your arm around me and be like, hey babe, I missed you. Or you know what I'm saying, you're cute, or you ain't got no sense. Or we laugh about some things that you said because we're becoming friends. And I want to be in a relationship with a man that is my friend. That if something is going on, I don't have to come to you and have a conversation. I'm going to him, that man, because we've established the fact that I'm not coming at you bitching. I'm coming at you as your friend. I'm telling you, this is how I'm feeling. It gives you an opportunity to respond. So those friends with benefits should probably what we should be going into with relationships because I know you. I know who you are. I know what we're looking for as a whole, but I'm not putting pressure on you. Because I feel like men don't really like pressure.
Well, it all depends on who it's coming from and when it's coming. Because most of the time we know when it's pretty inevitable. We know when it's coming. We just maybe sometimes want to shun from it or maybe want you to take the first step, like maybe like a Jim Jones and Chrissy kind of thing.
Y'all like that?
We do like that sometimes. Like I spoke to them before. I wouldn't mind if we were at the club and lady brought me a drink.
Yeah.
Send it my way. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I drink it.
I just don't like the rejection part of that. Like I can't see myself inviting and you're going no. Then I'm gonna feel some kind of way.
But you can't walk into a battle knowing trying to convince yourself that I'm gonna lose. So
See, I don't know if I'm gonna lose.
Well, me.
So if I play my part.
She knows the battle is already halfway won.
Right.
Well, no, I feel like I give you a chance. If we're establishing that we're, as you said, friends With benefits, I'm giving you an opportunity to make some plays.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't like the way you're making those plays, then I kind of know where you are. This may not be something that you're wanting to do right now or vice versa.
But I think you're looking into it in an area that is a dangerous area. And the reason I'm saying that because, I think a lot of women do that. And I do feel like a lot of men do that too. Friends with benefits to me, and I'm going to break this down, and this is in layman's or my term or my definition. Okay, for starters, a friend is a person I can lean on, I can trust, I can talk to, someone who's not going to judge me. Yet, someone who's going to be honest with me and is going to tell me when my shit stinks. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The benefit aspects is the fact that after you get on my ass, I'm kicking the fuck out of my house, and you go somewhere, that I can at least stomach the fact that you done told me that I messed up.
Because now you're in your feelings.
Right, now, exactly. Real talk, right? Because that's a true friend. See, I think, for starters, people don't understand what real friends are. Mm-hmm. Friends let you know that you wrong when you wrong. Yeah. And that's why a lot of us need real male friends and real female friends in our relationship, in our life. You know what I'm saying? Not these girlfriends that are just your yes man. Mm-hmm. They need to let you know that you wrong and the dude is good, you need to be with that dude. Or, oh girl, she's trying, she's good, you need to be with her girl. So that's a friend.
Or you need to lead. Or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But also, sometimes these conversations, as you said, it's just like you're having them.
Yeah.
And we're growing as friends.
Right.
So what's next?
But see, that's the thing. There's no what's next. I mean, I think it's something that has to be defined because you got to remember, it's a friendship. Now, the benefit aspect is the fact that he or she looks good enough they get dinner where the other guys they get, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, you buy a meal,
right, they get breakfast with old boy who I'm actually kicking it with ain't gonna get breakfast. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And occasional sex. You see what I'm saying? Hey, shit, I don't want to deal with nobody else. I trust and know you. I'm gonna give you a little bit, and we have fun when we play in that position. Mm-hmm. But after that, we still friends. It's like no one catches the wrong signal.
I'm not good at that.
You're not, and I respect that.
With me, I'm more of a relationship kind of guy. I'm definitely like a hopeless romantic.
So you get in your feelings?
Well, no, not necessarily in my feelings. I just like to. I like to analyze people and really observe people. So it could be like somebody I'm supposed to be just friends with benefits with, but I'll give it a shot and it'll end up failing, but I won't have any regrets because I'll be like, well, I tried that, so it didn't work out. And it's not hard for me to tell somebody that it's not working out. But like I would like to do something all the way to make sure I don't leave any room for error. And be like, yeah, even if it's like for a month, we can date, we can go out and all that kind of stuff. Okay, we talking or whatever. Yeah, it's not working out. And I know it's not going to work out.
See, that's not like a friend with a benefit situation.
Right,
you can walk away from a friend with benefit. A friend with benefit situation.
You don't get to walk away from you can walk away from the benefits. You don't walk away from the friend.
Right. But you really don't walk away from the benefits. You get mad.
More times than not, if I'm walking away from the benefits, I'm probably gonna walk away from the fish.
But I may not want to sleep with you today. Like I may be in a position where now I met somebody that I really do like. I do like and enjoy.
But I don't want to lose your friendship.
I don't want to lose your friendship. So we should be able to talk about that situation because we're being honest with each other. Yeah. Like, hey, I met a boy. He XYZ. What you think? Yeah. I feel like we should be able to do that. You don't walk away from my friendship because then you're not really my friend.
Generally, I'm probably not your friend.
See,
like if we, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but you keep that's why you married. God does everything for right reasons.
But the thing is,
He got you married.
I only like to keep people in my circle if I'm like really for real for the person. If I'm a ride for that person. If you got a dude, I don't want no misunderstandings. Like I don't like. Some people don't.
But what's the misunderstanding? I mean, and that's another question. That's another question for me because that's another.
Yeah, because I know how some dudes are. I know how some dudes think, and I don't want no misunderstanding.
But what's the misunderstanding? This is my friend. This is my friend.
A lot of guys can handle. A lot of guys can handle women. Their women having male friends.
Wow.
That's true.
But a lot of women are. A lot of women are like.
But it's the same way. It's the women can't handle their man having female friends neither.
But if you come to me and you say, this is so and so, she's my best friend, I'm gonna look at her in the face. Cause see, that's where I come from. If that's your friend, I should be able to sit down with her. And when you have birthday parties, or we have a Christmas party, or the kids are born, or have a birthday party, that friend should be able to be present. So, and I'm the type of person that I have friends with benefits, because I'm gonna probably ask you, did you sleep with her?
Yeah.
And if I ask you if you slept with her, listen.
That's a violation. You're gonna play.
Listen.
Yeah,
I feel like if you're in the room with these, I feel like when you're in the room with another woman, unless she's really dirty, with judge a character, you see if it's not even that anymore. Okay, it happened. It is what it is. Move on.
That's another time.
I used to be pretty petty, and it was like, say for instance, in college, there was this one guy that didn't like me. Like, he couldn't stand my guts because he thought I was interested in his girlfriend. And in actuality, his girlfriend was interested in me, but I was like oblivious to it. So, you know, he would like kind of mean one me on campus, stuff like that. But once I caught wind to it, me and old girl actually kind of messed around while they was together. Me, just kind of out of spite because he didn't like me for no reason.
Right.
So I was like, well, I'm gonna hit your girl then, nigga.
That is petty.
That is petty, but
that was fun. That's interesting.
but there's some guys that like that.
That's interesting. Okay, now the relationship side of things. Oh, we gotta clean it up. So not only that, but we kind of touched on that. Not only do you have the friendship with the person, and then you may have the casual sex with that person. The breakup aspects with that person goes as far as you kicking them out, y'all going through your little motion, and then y'all coming back together eventually, and things going on because you still got friendship. And friendship and love for that person is what keeps y'all together.
Right.
Now, the relationship aspect is, of course, is what my boy right here is saying he's big on. That's a different dynamic.
I like relationship.
But that's a different dynamic. See, what people fail to realize is relationship is more of a work than a friends with benefit situation. I don't feel like you're in a relationship unless you're willing and you know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm with you and I'll go through hell and hot water with you before we break up. You can't just break up because she pissed you off. You gotta go through the motions, you know. And I think we get the friends with benefit in the relationship misconstrued simply because we feel like in a relationship, if she doesn't do everything perfect or he doesn't do everything perfect for so long, then I can just ditch her. And I know that's where I found my problem because I had a 3-year cap actually. I would be with a person for 3 years, and after 3 years, I feel like, well, shit, if shit ain't moving forward nowhere else, I get rid of it. You know, I did, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of my main girlfriends were that way, but I had great pleasures in the friends with benefits relationships because of the fact that I'm a people person.
Right, me too.
So I like women. I love having women around me. I haven't had many, you know, lately, but in my day, women around me is a beautiful thing. Simply because I like being able to communicate with you. I like to be able to talk with you. And then occasionally, if there's some sex involved, it would happen. And I don't hold it against you. I don't expect you to call me tomorrow. I don't expect you to have no sad stories for me or no happy stories. I don't expect you to plan no futures with me or nothing like that. It just happened. You know, it happened. We got caught up in the moment, and you know, I'll see you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Oh, man, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not something I'm gonna hold over your head like, hey, you know, I slept with you, so I own you. No, it's just that moment. It's just those type of things.
So the 5%ers, man.
Yeah.
The 5%ers,
No,
the only ones that they gonna keep those feelings.
Right. No, but see, there's gonna be feelings involved.
Yeah, there's always. I mean, there's some type. There's some.
Especially,
but
no, and the thing is, it's really gonna be feelings if you hitting them with dick right.
Yeah, and that's my problem. I think that's what I've always had the problem.
No,
So, because if you come with a lazy noodle, then you gonna.
Well, first of all, let's understand certain things. As women get older, especially women who've gone to college, and so anybody who's gone to college, women have been out there. Okay, it's not. This is not the 80s. Okay, so most women, if that's the situation, there may be some feelings involved, but that don't mean she gonna call you tomorrow. That don't mean because if you weren't hitting her with the goods, she wouldn't let you do it no more.
Okay, hold on.
You know the two places that I've got the most sex from?
What's that?
College and church.
Church, most definitely. Church is.
I'm just saying. Is that too real?
I haven't said up on that.
It's real talk. It's real talk.
I don't know nothing about church.
And you know something at church? I try not to talk to nobody.
I don't know about church.
Church is on this. That's why I'm not gonna even say.
Some of the biggest freaks.
Yeah, deacon wives and
so deacon wives.
Yeah, and sisters.
Hallelujah.
I've had people in the church trying to set me up. I'm my first son. My son, the number one. You know what I'm saying? I met his mother at church.
But y'all,
you see what I'm saying?
That's different.
I met my wife at church.
Yeah. So as we grow up, church is a hot spot.
Well, let me not go to church.
No,
just go to church. Find you good.
Just go.
Okay, but that goes into the topic of the day. When it comes to that, what are the do's and don'ts of a friends with benefit relationship? Like sexually, what's the do's and don'ts? Do you go down on friends with benefits or do you not?
It depends.
And with with me. I can only speak for myself.
Let's go with that.
When it comes to me,
How much do they
any
get?
woman that cause if I meet somebody somewhere and I feel good chemistry, great chemistry, and we hang out for a week or two, a month, I'm all in. Like like if we got that one-on-one, like I'm like, well, maybe this could be something.
This the relationship.
So I'm going.
Clearly, this is a
I am.
At least he owns it. That's good.
I'm crashed hard. I burned. You know, so I was like,
Jesus.
you know,
So
but
you fall in love with everybody. That's what I label
He's
you.
hopeless with
I like to find something I like in everybody. Like I like to find something that I love in everybody. And
I'm the
then
same way.
my problem is I'll clench on to that particular trait
Yeah.
and try to make that sustain throughout a relationship.
Right. And
But
ignore
once I feel like it's not gonna work,
Yeah.
it could be at the drop of a dime. I could be like, hey, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna shoot. Nah, I'm good.
Well, see,
and that's dangerous.
I'm close to that. No, I'm close to you. The older I've gotten,
Mhm.
when I was younger, I was just like that. But now I've gotten older, that's what I do. I hang on to that one good trait, and it's normally sexual.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah,
There's that one good
yeah.
sexual trait that I would hold on to, and I would pound the relationship out, and I try to ignore all the negative, you know what I'm saying, and stick with that one positive thing.
Yeah.
And as soon as you mess up, now I feel sorry for you because I'm saying to myself, damn, she's gonna lose the best thing in her life.
Or
And it
I done
hurts
taught this
me.
bitch how to suck dick, and she finna go out and
Yeah.
test the world.
No, seriously, the ghetto Kama Sutra, once I teach you that therapy, and I'm thinking that therapy
So that bothers you?
somewhere else, it does.
It does.
makes
It
me
does
think,
in
like,
an immediate sense. Later on, you don't need to trip about it. But
listen,
So-
we
so
always
friends- so
looking
friends
for
with
that one
benefits-
who's coming
so
in.
friends with
fresh.
benefits, me personally, I would. It's nothing that
Listen,
I would do it.
hey, true false. We all don't want to, you know, when that star MVP,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, go free agent, it's hard to let it go.
It
Man.
is, man. It is.
You don't want to pay that toll, but shit, watching that free
Sometimes-
agent go away, you
sometimes
know it's an MVP.
Letting Kevin Durant off the Oklahoma City Thunder, even though you got Westbrook, it's like
I get it.
there's nobody hit
I
that
get
Joe
it.
like, hey,
I don't
hey.
know. I think with
But
friends
you don't
with
want to pay
benefits.
that extra money. I don't
But
want to
the-
spend no more.
See, with the do's and the don'ts, I feel like, as you said,
All
because
right,
I'm getting older, it's a chemistry. If we have a nice bond,
Mhm.
then, you know, we just kind of go with the flow. Like, if I'm feeling you, I can kind of go with the flow. But to me, one of the one of the don'ts is, do not blow up my phone. Do not blow up my phone.
Okay, yeah, that's.
Because at the end of the day,
I'm not,
it is what it is. And number two, don't trip. You don't have any room to trip because you just there. Like you just a placeholder.
So you going down on the friends with benefits?
So you don't get. I mean, it depends on the chemistry. It really that ain't really my thing. Period. I already told y'all how I feel about that. That's not my thing.
That's the highlight of 2016.
That's not.